The champagne flute slipped from Ryan's fingers and shattered across the polished marble, the sharp crack echoing through the suddenly silent room like a gunshot. Every head turned. My 12-year-old son Noah stood in the middle of the circle of guests, his voice steady and clear as he looked straight at my sister Claire. "Aunt Claire, should I tell everyone about Uncle Ryan's other family?" Ryan's tanned face went ghost white. Claire's hand flew to her rounded belly. 7 months along with what everyone had assumed would complete her picture-perfect life. The air felt thick, suffocating, as the weight of 100 judgmental eyes shifted away from me for the first time in years. I was Ava Thompson, 34, freelance illustrator running a small studio out of our modest 2-bedroom apartment in a quiet Chicago suburb. I'd raised Noah alone since he was born, proving every day that we didn't need anyone's pity or approval to thrive. But in my family, I had always been the warning story they told at holidays. 12 years earlier, I was 22 and freshly dropped out of art school when I discovered I was pregnant. Noah's father, Marcus, vanished the moment the test turned positive. He was married, something I only learned later, and he chose his existing life over us. My mother had sighed deeply and said, "Look at your sister Claire. She plans everything. Law school, partnership track, marrying a man like Ryan who actually sticks around." Claire, 2 years older, had always been the golden child. A corporate attorney at a prestigious downtown firm, married to Ryan Caldwell, a rising tech executive who owned stakes in several startups, drove a sleek Audi, and wore tailored suits that made him look like he stepped out of a boardroom ad. Their home in the upscale North Shore neighborhood was everything mine wasn't: sprawling modern architecture, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking a professionally landscaped yard, marble counters that gleamed under recessed lighting. Now Claire was throwing this elaborate baby shower, and I was expected to attend with a smile, pretending my life measured up. Noah sat across from me at our worn kitchen table one evening, finishing math homework while I shaded a digital illustration commission for a local nonprofit. He had my determined jawline but Marcus's warm brown eyes, the only physical reminder of the man who never stayed.
"Mom,
why does Grandma always ask if we need help with bills?" Noah asked without looking up. I set down my stylus. "She worries, that's all. But we're good. Rent's paid. Fridge is full. And your grades are excellent." He nodded but added quietly, "And Claire mentioned once that kids from single-parent homes statistically struggle more in school." But I got straight A's again. My chest tightened. When had she said that? Probably during one of those obligatory visits when I was helping in the kitchen and Noah overheard. I wanted to drive over and confront her, but instead I reached for his hand. "You're statistically amazing,
kiddo.
Don't let anyone make you doubt that." The truth was our family measured love in achievements. Claire checked every box: elite education, high-powered career, successful husband. I was the cautionary tale, the one who chose to keep her baby instead of fixing the mistake, as my mother once phrased it delicately. Every gathering brought the same subtle digs, concerned glances, suggestions for better career paths or dating apps. Noah was worth every lonely night, every whispered judgment. He was insightful, kind, and increasingly perceptive in ways that sometimes caught me off guard. As the baby shower approached, the tension in Noah grew. He spent hours making a handmade card, hiding it when I approached. He checked his phone constantly, shoulders tight with some unspoken burden. I should have pressed harder, asked what was weighing on him, but my own dread about facing the crowd consumed me. I bought an expensive baby monitor from Claire's registry, spending more than I could comfortably afford, and picked out a conservative navy dress to look appropriate. Noah surprised me with a button-down shirt he bought with lawn mowing money. "I want us to look good," he said, Saturday arrived. We parked our reliable but aging sedan down the street from the mansion, walking up past luxury cars. The house smelled of fresh flowers and expensive candles. Claire glowed in her white maternity dress. Holding court, Ryan stood beside her, all charm and firm handshakes. Our gift was placed at the back of a table. My mother waved us to seats near the kitchen, her eyes already appraising my outfit. Guests offered pitying smiles. "It must be so tough raising him alone," one woman said. "Kids need stable male role models." Noah squeezed my hand under the table. "Our silent code. We're okay." The games began, guessing baby food, measuring belly circumference with ribbon. Claire made sure to mention Noah's baby photo in the game, noting pointedly how hard it was without a father's picture for comparison. Laughter rippled politely. I watched Noah tracking Ryan's movements closely, excusing himself whenever Ryan stepped away. Something was building. The gift opening portion arrived with military precision. Claire sat in an oversized armchair like a queen, Ryan's hands resting possessively on her shoulders for the cameras. Designer onesies,
Smart bassinets.
and gadgets that cost more than my car payment were unwrapped amid gasps and applause. When our practical monitor came up, Claire barely glanced. "How useful." "Thanks, Ava." Then Noah stood, clutching his handmade card in a small bag. The room quieted with that awkward adult pause when a child takes center stage unexpectedly. "I made something too," Noah said, walking forward. Claire accepted it with exaggerated delight. "Did you make this all by yourself?" "Every part," Noah replied, his tone carrying a weight that made me sit straighter. She opened it and frowned. Inside was a printed note and what looked like a QR code decoration. "Scan it," Noah suggested calmly. "It's a digital surprise for the whole family." Ryan laughed too loudly. Kids and their gadgets these days. But I caught the flicker of fear in his eyes. He reached for the card, but Noah stepped back. "Now's perfect. While everyone's together." Claire scanned, but nothing loaded. Noah cleared his throat. "Actually, the real gift is what I want to share. A poem for the baby." He unfolded a paper. "A child needs love, needs care, needs truth from those who are there. A child needs honesty, not hidden lies, deserves better than alibis." The room shifted uncomfortably. This wasn't light baby shower verse. Noah continued, voice gaining strength. "So here's my wish for baby dear. May your father always be near. Not splitting time between two homes, leaving your mother alone." Ryan's face paled further. "Aunt Claire," Noah said, turning to her, "you told Mom when inviting us that at least your baby would have a father." The silence was absolute. "You've said it before? At holidays? In passing? Like it's Mom's fault my dad left. Like she's less because she raised me alone." Claire stammered. "I never meant—" "Yes, you did," Noah interrupted, voice cracking just enough to reveal his age. "Everyone thinks we're incomplete. Poor Ava. Poor Noah." He faced the crowd. "What's worse than no father? Having one who lies, who pretends." He pulled out his phone. "Uncle Ryan, where were you last Tuesday night? Or Thursday? Supposed client dinners?" Ryan stepped forward. "Kid, that's enough." Noah held up the screen for Claire. Photos loaded. Ryan at a cozy restaurant, arm around a different woman. Two young children across the table calling him daddy. The woman was Jessica, from Riverside. The kids were 7 and 5. Chaos erupted. Whispers turned to gasps. Phones came out. Claire grabbed the device, face cycling through shock, rage, disbelief. "That's you. With them?" Ryan scrambled. "It's a client. The kids are family friends." Noah supplied details calmly. Jackson and Lily. You told Jessica you were divorced 3 years ago. Took them to Disney 2 weeks ago on your secret social account under Ryan Caldwell. Not the one Aunt Claire knows. One of Ryan's business partners leaned in, then recoiled.
Tom.
Ryan. What the hell? Noah swiped more. Credit card statements from a side LLC. 2 mortgages. 2 car payments. You bought Jessica the same Audi model as Aunt Claire's. Just different color. She's 4 months pregnant too. Naming him Ryan Jr., the room exploded. Claire's friends surrounded her protectively. Ryan's colleagues distanced themselves. My mother stood frozen. Noah took my hand. Can we go now? Mom, the party's over. Claire sank into her chair. One hand on her belly, the other clutching Noah's phone like it burned. How did you find this? She whispered. Noah shrugged. Tech blogs about data leaks for a school project. Public records showed 2 addresses. Utility bills. Then I checked recycling here 3 weeks ago when helping. Statements fell out. Instagram tags. Venmo payments to Jessica with hearts. It added up. Ryan snarled. You little. I stepped in front. Back off. He told the truth. Ryan laughed bitterly. Truth? Like about Noah's own father? Noah met his gaze. At least Mom knows where mine is. He messaged 6 months ago. Sober now. Wanting to meet. But Mom chose honesty over pretending. Claire screamed at Ryan to get out. He tried explaining, but she removed her ring decisively. My lawyer will contact you. Leave. As Ryan stormed out temporarily, the remaining guests filtered away awkwardly. Only family stayed, me. Noah. Claire. Our mother. Claire scrolled the photos. Tears falling. 3 years of lies. She congratulated me on my pregnancy at the company party, thinking I was his sister-in-law. Our mother tried comforting, but Claire pulled away. You set us in this competition. Perfect lives. Perfect images. She turned to me. I'm sorry.
Ava.
I said those things about single moms to feel superior.
Secure.
It made me feel like I'd won. I squeezed her hand. We've been competing our whole lives. Now look. Noah added softly. Having a father doesn't mean much if he's not really there. Uncle Ryan was here, but absent for you. Our mother looked older. Vulnerable. I pushed perfection because I was afraid. Your father was arranged. Suitable. I learned to live with it. Felt relief when he passed. I wanted security for you both. It wasn't full apology, but it was more honesty than ever.
Claire asked what now.
One day at a time, I said. Like I did. Noah handed her a tissue. Your baby will have a cousin who gets it. A strong single mom, if that's your path. Outside. Cars left with gossip spreading fast. Ryan returned raging. Phone to ear. Threatening charges for hacking. Noah stayed calm. All public records or trash I found helping. No hacking. Our mother intervened coldly. You lied to my daughter. Used our connections for your business. Those investors saw the real you today. Contracts are gone. Ryan's empire crumbled in real time with incoming calls. Jessica had been contacted.
Shocked.
Keeping the baby, but cutting ties. Claire stood firm. I'd rather raise this child alone with truth than with your lies. The house emptied further, leaving raw silence. Claire stared at the pile of gifts. Cancel the thank yous. Sell this place. Start smaller. Real. She asked me to paint something authentic for the nursery, not designer generics. I agreed gladly. Noah revealed more. Marcus's message details. He was remorseful. Sober 2 years. Had another family, but wanted amends. Maybe meet once, Noah considered. But he has to earn being in my life. I have all the family I need. Our mother hugged him unexpectedly. You're brave. You've shown real strength. 3 months later, Claire gave birth to a girl she named Hope, symbolizing new beginnings. Ryan relinquished rights in the divorce to avoid deeper financial probes. Jessica had her son, raising him aware of the full truth early. We met Marcus once in a neutral cafe. He was genuine, but Noah listened thoughtfully, then said, "Thank you."
But I don't need you as dad now.
That's earned over time. The Walker, no. Thompson family shifted. Claire and I became true sisters. No more rivalry. Our mother-grandparent, without conditions, praising my illustrations and Noah's achievements outright. Sunday dinners became genuine.
No performances.
Ryan's business partners pulled support, contracts evaporated. The house of cards he built on deception fell completely. Claire thrived as senior partner, managing single motherhood with growing confidence.
Supported by us.
Noah remained my anchor, the boy whose sense of justice cracked open the facade. He didn't seek revenge but refused the lie any longer. The stigma of single motherhood faded in our circle as Claire joined that path. Proving strength came from authenticity, not perfection. Sometimes the most powerful act isn't dramatic revenge, but simply insisting on truth, letting the chips fall. Our imperfect, honest lives finally felt whole. In the quiet months that followed, the changes settled in deeply. Claire sold the sprawling house and moved into a cozy townhome closer to the city. Perfect for her and little Hope. The nursery walls now featured my original painting, a soft, vibrant scene of a mother and child under open skies, symbolizing freedom rather than the sterile perfection she'd once chased. "It feels like us," she said one afternoon while we unpacked boxes together. Our mother visited more often, bringing homemade meals without the old critiques. "You've done well by Noah," she told me one evening, voice soft. "I see that now." Noah thrived, his straight A's continuing, now with a lightness to his step. The constant comparisons were gone. Instead came genuine questions about his interests, his art projects inspired by my work. One weekend, Claire and I sat on her new patio, Hope cooing in a bassinet between us. Jessica reached out again, Claire shared. "We're meeting next month to sort custody logistics fairly." She's scared but determined. Turns out we have more in common than Ryan ever allowed. I nodded. Victims on both sides. Now finding solidarity. Noah occasionally checked in about Marcus. We kept the contact open but boundaries clear. "If I ever want more, I'll decide," he said wisely beyond his years. The boy who had exposed the deception with careful research and courage now focused on his own future, coding clubs, drawing comics, building the family he chose. The country club whispers died down eventually, replaced by reluctant respect for Claire's resilience and my steady path. The central lesson lingered. Perfection was an illusion built on sand.
Truth.
Even painful, built something lasting. Families weren't defined by matching facades or complete households, but by honesty, protection, and unconditional presence. As I watched Noah read to Hope one evening, laughter filling the room, I felt the weight lift fully. We weren't the broken ones. We'd always been the real ones. The question that remained, haunting yet hopeful, how many more hidden lives crumble when someone brave enough, young or old, finally speaks the truth aloud?